ladies and gentlemen.
Morning.
First of all, thank you all for coming here today. And those of you who don't know me, my name is Takemura from UA Japan. I have stayed for almost 1 month in Manila, and today is the last day here. I'm afraid that I have such a presentation after the Muramatsu-san's presentation, but today I'd like to speak about a Japanese comic named JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Have you ever read this comic? Yeah. I think Japanese students read this comic, but how about teachers?
No.
Yeah, even teachers there, who is the nerdist, most nerdy person in this school, haven't read this comic. So actually, my presentation topic was the Japanese manga culture until last night. But when I was thinking about the comic, I found I thought it's strange that why the JoJo is not so popular in Philippines. It's very popular in Japan, really popular. So I changed my topic, and yes, I'd like to. So my objective is to introduce JoJo to you and make you interested in it. Today, I divided my presentation to 3 parts. First, I'll begin by introduction, and after that, I'll speak about the attractive points of JoJo. And at last, I'll talk about recommendation. I recommend you to try it. And yes, this is a quite simple discussion, so you don't have any handout. And you can ask questions after my presentation. So let's go to the first slide. At first, I'd like to briefly explain what the JoJo is. JoJo is one of the most popular comics in Japan. The theme of this comic is celebration of humanity. And JoJo has 8 series at this moment, and the total number of volumes is over 100, selling over 80 million copies in Japan. And it's a spectacular story drawing the adventure concerning Joestar's family over 2 centuries. And next, I'd like to explain the meaning of JoJo. As you can see, JoJo is derived from each series' main character's name. I said there are 8 series at this moment, and all main characters in all series have the first name or last name which include JoJo, like this. So that's why this comic is called JoJo. And next, let's move on to the attractive points of JoJo. In my opinion, there are four attractive points in JoJo. First, cool drawings. Second, unique characteristics. Third, unique abilities. And fourth, at last, words which touch the heart. So let me explain the first point, cool drawings. The drawings for each character is unique in JoJo. The drawing touch by the author Hirohiko Araki is called Araki Touch. And also, as the characters drawing the story are fashionable, JoJo was collaborated with Gucci in 2011. And also, as the drawings are unique, the social phenomenon called JoJo's posing occurred in Japan. So let's go to the next attractive point. Next point is unique characters. The characters in JoJo are really unique and well characterized. For example, in his case, his name is Josuke Higashikata, and he's the main character in the series 4. And his hairstyle is very unique. and it's a bit old-fashioned, and it looks like a juvenile delinquency. Yeah, but he is actually very kind and good guy. And next is Yoshikage Kira. He is the serial killer, characterized as the narcissistic and psychopathic, with a slight, with a few obsessive compulsive. He's also a hand fetish. He is always have a woman's hand, which whom he killed in his pocket. Yeah, but so he is very creepy, but he is one of the most popular characters in JoJo. And this person, he's not person actually, but he's a Mikitaka. He's an alien who came to the Earth by mistake. His ability is to change his body to whatever he wants to be. And yeah, actually there are many characters, but I can't describe all the characteristics here because I don't have enough time. But what I'd like to say is you would never be bored of the story because they are all unique. And next, let's move on to the next slide. The third attractive point is unique special abilities in JoJo. Basically, all characters have special abilities called stand. I think you don't know the concept of stand, so I'll explain. Stand is images created by energy, and the users are able to control them. It protects its user, you, like a guardian. Each stand has a special ability, and it may only be seen by stand users. The name comes from the stand. The name stand comes from standing by the user. Let me explain the famous stand ability. The abilities of these three stands are all related to the time. And first stand is stopwatch. It's the most famous, most popular stand in JoJo series. And he's the stand for Josuke, Jotaro Kujo. And its ability is to stop the time for 5 or 6 seconds. And while the time is stopped, only he can move in the world. And second stand is the King Crimson. Its ability is a bit similar to the stopwatch, but it can skip the time for almost 10 seconds. So if I used the ability here, at the next moment, you will be the world after 10 seconds from now. And only I can be conscious of the time passing. And third is the Made in Heaven. His ability is very special, and he can fasten the time. Fasten the time. So if it uses its ability, the time fastened, and in the comic, in the series 6, the world ended once because of the time passing, and after that, new world was created again. There are many stands. There are over 130 stands in JoJo series. So I don't have enough time to explain all of their abilities, but I think you can find your favorite stand from the many choices. So let me explain the last attractive point. Last point is the words which touch the hearts. Character's line in JoJo is very, lines in JoJo about life, love, break, or friendship are sometimes funny, but sometimes encourage you. But as most lines are written in Japanese, I skipped the detailed explanation. So I'm now approaching the end of my presentation. Let me summarize my talk. First, JoJo attracts people because of its beautiful drawings, unique characters, abilities, and the words which touch people's hearts. And also, as it has well thought out details, the more you know about JoJo, the more fun you would be. And therefore, I strongly recommend you reading JoJo. If you know JoJo well, you can have cool and nerdy conversation with your friends everywhere. So let's try. Thank you for listening to my presentation.
11 minutes.
11.